Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 3 o'clock news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. And now we've got news out of Kinston where a candidate, namely Corla Blackwell, has decided to file a protest, essentially calling for a new election. According to an election protest sent to WITN from the Lenoir County Board of Elections, Corla Blackwell has filed a protest against fellow Kinston City Council candidates Milton Foster and Ashley Cornegie. In her protest, was filed Thursday, Blackwell voiced her worries on a number of issues, including residency concerns for both Cornegie and Foster. The protest filed against her campaign, improper conduct by poll workers, and possible polling rule violations. Now, Blackwell is seeking a new election as relief, according to the protest form. Lenoir County Board of Elections Director Christy Smith says a preliminary consideration meeting for Blackwell's protest is being held at 5:30 p.m. today. Now, in the City Council election, Blackwell came in third behind Sammy Aiken and Les Lipford. Foster came in fourth, while Cornegie was sixth in the race. This comes days after the Lenoir County Board of Elections decided to move forward with election protests against Lipford and Kareem Moore, the city's mayor-elect. And now we want to turn our attention to the release or the potential upcoming release of the Epstein files as President Trump made the turnaround, the 180, now calling for Republicans to vote for the release when the vote comes up this week. NBC's Alice Barr has more from Washington.
As the House prepares for a vote this week aimed at forcing the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files, President Trump changing course overnight, posting Republicans should vote to release the files because we have nothing to hide. The president has long opposed the push that he's called a hoax by Democrats.
They're using Jeffrey Epstein as a deflection from the tremendous success that we're having as a party.
While also condemning Republicans who back the bill, including Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, a longtime ally. She says she's faced threats after his recent criticism.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't think her life is in danger. Frankly, I don't think anybody cares about her.
The president, who was once friends with Epstein, denies any wrongdoing and has never been charged in connection with Epstein's sex trafficking crimes, now saying he does not care about the files' release and wants Republicans to get back on point, as the Republican and Democrat leading the charge in the House reject claims of partisanship and predict the vote will pass in a landslide.
I think we could have a deluge of Republicans.
What we're asking for is justice for those survivors. So it's not about Donald Trump.
Survivors of Epstein's abuse preparing to rally at the Capitol this week, urging lawmakers to remember their stories.
I would say, please remember that these are crimes that were committed against real humans.
Pushing to move past politics to accountability. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Thank you very much, Alice, for that report. We now want to turn to your weather forecast, and today was a first alert weather day, but because winds have died down, the danger from fire has come down a little bit more. It has decreased. So we've taken the first alert weather day designation off of today. Of course, we are still looking again at very dry conditions across eastern North Carolina. That largely has not changed. But as far as what to expect as we head through the next several days, more of the same. We will have again a chance of some light showers coming in early. We'll give it more so early Wednesday morning, possibly Tuesday night, but it's not going to be enough to adjust any of the data you're seeing on your screen right now that is highlighting the drought monitor and the lack of rain across eastern North Carolina. Just about all of us are in need of drops, and that need has only gotten more pronounced over the past week. Right now, out your door, many of us are walking out to air temperatures generally in the upper 50s to mid 60s. Normal for this time of year is right around the low to mid 60s. We're essentially at our seasonal average. Winds continue to calm down, though. We'll see winds possibly go light, if not completely calm, later on tonight. but we'll see more of a northeasterly breeze as we kick off tomorrow. That will turn to the south later on in the afternoon, helping prompt a rise in humidity that will again help reduce our fire weather exposure, at least our fire weather danger. That is positive news. However, we'll also see those temperatures come up with these southerly winds. Now, over the past 24 hours, humidity has fallen significantly. We've seen dew points drop anywhere between around 15 to up to 35 degrees over the past 24 hours, and that is putting many areas down in the teens as far as your dew points go. If you find yourself licking your lips a little bit more, that is a reason why, because of the low humidity. The lack of moisture is kind of sapping what little moisture there is in your lips out into the atmosphere, and it forces you to lick them again. Anyways, evening planner, clear skies and calm winds will drive air temperatures down near freezing. I'm anticipating more low to mid 30s early tomorrow morning. We will get back into the 40s as we head towards 9 and possibly 10 a.m. By 10, many areas should actually be cruising out of the 40s and into the 50s. But tomorrow afternoon, again, lots of sunshine, air temperatures reaching back to our seasonal norm, low to mid 60s, and the big difference I think you're gonna notice is winds coming out of the south-southwest as we finish the day. That is going to again help boost air temperatures over the tail end of the week, likely getting into the low to mid 70s for Wednesday and Thursday, possibly upper 70s showing up as we head towards Friday and Saturday. If you like warmer weekends, well, this is the setup that you always hope for. Now, here's a look at the next round of rain. It's certainly going to be quite a bit heavier for people tuning in, or maybe they're tuning in. I don't know where they're tuning in from, but people in the northern Virginia to Pennsylvania area, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, West Virginia, those are the areas that are going to see most of the rain out of this incoming system. We will catch a few drops, but we are not going to get enough to put any sort of real dent into the drought across the region. So we gotta persist with our relatively dry weather as we head into Friday night to Saturday. Another round of rain will show up, and then we turn dry as we head over the tail end of the upcoming weekend. Well, that's all we have time for today's 3 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic Monday.